work a lot with trauma. I work a lot with what's called EMDR, which is eye movement desensitization and restructuring. It's a thing that's happening when trauma happens in the brain. So a little child that might get hurt, maybe she was abused, maybe the dad physically abused her. Her brain freezes in that moment. Okay, she doesn't know how to survive that. She'll grow up age-wise, but her brain actually freezes. It doesn't have the capability of saying, this happened when I was 3. Okay, the hippocampus part of our brain is the date stamp on it. But because there was so much fight, flight, or freeze, that's the amygdala part of our brain, there was so much activated there that the cognitive part of the brain and the hippocampus that says this happened when you were 3 couldn't happen. So it never laid down. Fast forward to when they're 20, 25, they may still have that same fear. They no longer are 25 years old. They're back to being 3. EMDR then reactivates that 3-year-old memory, brings in what the body experienced at the time, and brings in what's called bilateral stimulation. They're pulsating in your hand. What that does is it introduces the parasympathetic part of the brain. That's what's needed to reprocess that memory and kind of lay it down. And then they can kind of move on. The memory's still there. They're no longer activated by it. So what happens is when they're 20, what still feels true is no longer true. We know that they're no longer 3, but it still feels true. And so they're behaving or trying to survive that, even though they don't know that it's coming when they're 3.